What's going on, everybody? Mike here from Awakening the Masses. You got to bear with me. I'm on surveillance, so I'm going to be paying attention to that direction and not so much that direction. I am putting this video out. I put out a poll yesterday, 24-hour poll, asking if people wanted me to post this video or wait until the IA findings came out, and by a vote of 60 to 40, people were like, publish it. I kind of agree. It doesn't really make a difference. IA knows I've got these videos. Like I indicated, I thought there was a possibility that they wouldn't look at them. They would just interview the deputies and take their word for it and kind of jam themselves up. But you know what? It is what it is, man. I'm not looking to create any gotcha moment or anything like that. They did what they did, and what they did was egregious. But back on point, I'm getting this video out. I don't do this a lot, so I'm just going to do it the best way I think. There is going to be some edits in it. I'm trying to splice all the different camera angles together so you can get different perspectives. There'll be some overlapping, but I'm going to do my best with this. I am going to interject myself occasionally. I normally like to just let the video play, but I want to highlight a couple different things here, and I want to try to explain things along the way so you can kind of get where I'm coming from and understand the actual scene from someone that was there. Here's the scenario. I was working a workers' compensation case that day, and I had worked this subject 3 or 4 times previously in the past week or so. And actually I got heated up on the file, and I was using a secondary surveillance vehicle, my son's car, and the tent in his vehicle's not as dark as the tent on my truck that I use for surveillance. So and I mention that because it's part of the reason I got burnt at the church. So anyway, I'm working this lady. It's the 3rd or 4th time I'm working her. I'm in my son's car. I follow her a couple different places. She ends up going to a church function with a couple kids. They were having some kind of festive event. I'm not sure what it is. I think it was a Bible school camp or something like that. So they go inside the church, and I film that, my subject going inside the church. I was across the street at Winn-Dixie when I filmed that. And about an hour later, or whatever it was, however later, the kids started coming out of the church, and adults started coming out of the church and going into an adjacent field, and started playing and games, and looked like they had food and whatever. They were just having some fun. So my subject's out there. I'm filming my subject, and because she came outside, I was across the highway. It's a dual highway. There was a lot of traffic, and the video footage I was getting wasn't really that great. So I decided to move across the street to the church parking lot and park in the parking lot, and put in my visor, and I'm getting my video footage, and my subject's coming into and out of view. So obviously I'm recording, and then there's times I'm not recording. Apparently they had security going around the parking lot, which I wasn't aware of, obviously, and they saw me through the window, I guess, holding a camera like this, like I do, when I had my visor down a little bit. So I think someone saw me through the side window. And I wasn't filming at the point they made contact with me. One gentleman, I saw him out of the corner of my eye, approached the vehicle. My camera was down at the time. I wasn't filming. And I rolled the window down. He asked me, I think he said to me, hey, was I here for the event, or why was I there? And I said, yeah, I'm just waiting for a friend of mine. He asked me to meet him here, and he should be here any minute. And the guy said to me, he says, do you have any kids here at this event? And I'm like, no, sir, I don't have any kids. Like I said, I'm waiting for a friend of mine. This is where he told me to meet him. I've been waiting for a few minutes, and he should be here any minute. And the guy said, well, we got these kids and this event going on. He said, I'd feel more comfortable if you waited across the street at Winn-Dixie. I'm like, no problem, dude. I totally get it. I apologize. Wasn't trying to cause any problems. So I started my car up and I left. Now, this is important. This is important because this is what happened. The person that made contact with me was not the pastor at the church. Donald Sheeran is his name. It was not him that made contact with me. It was someone else. It was a white male in his mid to late 30s, tall, thin, short hair, you know, that Caucasian, that's who it was. It wasn't Donald Sheeran. So again, asked me to go across the street, so I backed up and I left. I went across the street. And so I'm parked across the street, and to address the issue about me parking in a weird way, look, man, I'm sure it was weird to everyone else, because it was, because I was parked in a position that cars wouldn't normally park. But you got to understand, man, when I'm doing my thing, I don't care what other people think, as long as my subject's not aware of what I'm doing, or my actions don't make them become aware of what I'm doing. I had a reason for parking the way I did. I'm not going to get into it. It's not relevant. The point is, I had a reason for doing that. And most importantly, it wasn't illegal. Where I was parked was in a private parking lot. And I was parked how I chose to park, which was not illegal. So that's the setup. That's where we are. The video is going to take off with Deputy Gray arriving on scene and making contact with me. And within, I think, 5 to 7 seconds, I tell him I'm not filming kids. I tell him I'm an investigator, and I present him with my Florida state license, Florida investigator's license. So within 7 seconds, all right? And then let's see what happens from there. Enjoy.
What's going on, brother?
What's going on, man?
Hey, we're getting phone calls that you're with binoculars watching kids.
Yeah.
Why?
I'm working.
Working what?
I'm not watching kids.
Okay, what are you doing then?
I'm an investigator.
All right, did you call the sheriff's office to say that?
No.
You're supposed to do that. You got some ID on you, brother? And you're in the middle of the parking lot, not even in a parking space.
This is private property.
Okay, you're in the middle of the roadway. Do you have ID on you or not?
Committed a crime?
Anytime that you are a private investigator, do you have a Florida ID on you?
That's my investigator license, sir.
Okay. So you're saying that you're an investigator. Do you have ID saying that you're an investigator? This...
Is that my investigator's license?
Okay, it is. I thought you handed me the wrong one. My bad.
I thought I did too, maybe. I have a concealed weapons permit. I don't have any weapons in the vehicle.
Okay.
So when you said that, I thought maybe I handed you the wrong one.
No, that's okay. That was my bad. So typically, you're supposed to notify the sheriff's office if you're going to be doing any private investigations whatsoever. But you're also blocking the flow of traffic right here. You know what I'm saying? How long are you going to be here for?
I'm not sure.
Okay. All right. Well, stand by for just a minute. Are you investigating somebody at the church?
I can't discuss that.
901-1001, can you come over here and 77?
Here's more. I'm in and out.
Hey, officer, I'm the pastor over there.
What's up, brother?
So when I pulled up a few minutes ago, he had the left-hand corner of his shade up, and he was filming kids.
Yeah.
So
Hold on.
That's why we got here.
Might want to stay back over there, brother. Go back over there. Huh?
I have a right to hear.
You don't have a right to hear anything. You go back over there. I'll talk to you in a minute.
Okay.
Okay? I'll talk to you over here.
Yep.
Tell him to stay over there. He says he's a private investigator. Here's his ID. I didn't get a chance to run him yet.
He doesn't give him a right to film kids.
Oh, I know. 100%. He's supposed to also call the sheriff's office and say that, you know, hey, we're doing this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
He's been argumentative since day one, or since I got here.
Yeah. You
Okay,
can't.
so let's cover this so far. So contact's been made with me. I've ID'd myself, gave my Florida investigator's license, told him I wasn't watching kids. He goes to his patrol vehicle, presumably to run me, but which he doesn't do. A few moments later, the pastor shows up and another deputy, Deputy Allen, shows up. He gets out of his patrol vehicle, Deputy Gray does, hands Deputy Allen my Florida State investigator's license and says he's an investigator. I haven't had a chance to run him yet. Okay? So, and Deputy Allen takes my ID and he approaches me. And then Deputy Gray proceeds to talk to the pastor, who makes allegations, which aren't true. And then Deputy Gray makes the comment, basically to the effect of, yeah, I've been uncooperative since Jump Street, since day one. And, you know, it's just been a problem, which is absolutely absurd. So that's what we've got so far. And I point this out because it's my opinion that is exactly why this turned out the way it did. Deputy Gray did not like the fact that I wouldn't give him my Florida driver's license. I told him my investigator license was acceptable or suitable. And then he asked me who I was watching, and I told him I couldn't discuss that, and that set him off. That's why all this happened after this. So let's continue.
You can't film children, and a lot of our children can't be filmed because of different court cases and different things of that nature. You can't do it.
Right.
So I want him trespassed. I don't want him near it. And if you
Well,
can put him in jail, lock him up.
if he's not on the property, I can't trespass him.
Well, he was on the property.
He was on the property when?
Yeah, he was right there when I pulled up and filming a kid.
Okay.
So you can hear it. I mean, I saw you filming a kid with your window thing up. You're videoing it from our parking lot. It's against the law. Lock him up. Thank y'all.
All right. Well, hey, let me get your idea if you want him trespassed.
Yep, I want him trespassed.
Okay.
There's my real estate card.
Well, I don't need that. I just need your ID.
So used to giving them.
No, you're fine. Hey, Jones, you do me a favor? Find out if Winn-Dixie wants him trespassed, please.
Yeah. And I want I want that video camera. Like it needs to come. Like we've got kids that cannot be filmed. I mean, they can't be filmed.
You can't solicit a trespass. That's against the law. You go in there and solicit a trespass, I'll hold you legally accountable. What is your name and badge number, sir?
Officer Dan Jones, 1198.
Thank you, I appreciate that, sir. Yeah, go in there and solicit a trespass. What is your name, sir?
Ray, G-R-A-Y.
Okay, so while Deputy Jones is walking inside Winn-Dixie to solicit a trespass, this interaction happens with Deputy Allen, who is holding my investigator license the entire time. Enjoy.
Mr. Huffman, can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
I know you're a private investigator. I see your credentials. Okay? But there's two parts to this for me. All right? My grandson's over there.
The subject I just added to the call. Can you run
So you see where I'm concerned.
No, I don't.
You don't see a concern that I have a grandson across the street?
Sir, what are you holding in your hands?
Your ID.
It's a state issued ID saying I'm an investigator.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what would that lead you to be being a law enforcement officer? Would that lead
You're
you to
investigating
do
something.
Okay. So that would lead to believe I'm doing something I'm legally entitled to do.
Yeah.
All right. So then why would you have a suspicion that I'm a bad guy?
At this point, I don't.
That's the implication you're making, sir.
At this point, I don't.
Okay.
But as a concerned grandfather, I have a concern. Like you would if you had a grandchild in the same situation.
Absolutely. But I presented you with an ID.
Mm-hmm.
I've identified who I am.
Okay.
I'm not hiding from anything.
Correct.
The credentials I presented you present a certain situation would lead you to believe, okay, this guy's working a case.
Okay, all right. That's all I had to know. That's all you had to say.
That's common sense, I would think.
Okay, that's all you had to say.
All right, guys, here comes the best part. At least I think it is. You're about to see video proof of a violation of Section 18, Title 18, Section 242, deprivation of rights under the color of law. These two deputies conspire to deprive me of my rights. You hear them say that I'm not doing anything wrong, anything illegal. They can't just kick me off the property without a complaint from Winn-Dixie, without a trespass. And he says, Deputy Gray says, I don't think they'll trespass him. He's not doing anything wrong. And then what happens? While this is being said, Deputy Jones is inside Winn-Dixie lying to them, telling them I'm filming kids after knowing I'm an investigator, and gets me solicited to trespass. So, it's incredible. So, enjoy.
So you're seen on the property over there. I can't give him a written warning. Just give him a verbal warning for trespass.
Yeah, but you could write him an illegal parking ticket.
Yeah, keep saying it's private property.
I mean, true. Push an issue on the private property part, but that's not a parking spot.
Yeah. So, as far as Winn-Dixie goes, if they're going to trespass, I don't think they will, because he's not doing anything there.
No, they haven't complained. They got to complain it. They have to have a complainant in order for you to trespass him from Winn-Dixie, and Winn-Dixie hasn't complained.
Well, as far as like the video and stuff that he's talking about, I can't make him look that to him.
No, he's not. You can't make him leave. It's open to public property. and he has every right to be here until Winn-Dixie says they don't want him here.
Right. I'm just talking about the video that he allegedly took.
Alpha 1001 HQ.
10-1, go ahead.
27 comes back to Brandon Hoffman out of Jacksonville Valley, 1054, 1029, 1054 on any calls for private investigators today.
26 seconds. What firm is it with?
Sir?
1001 from 5207.
Go ahead. You can wait.
I spoke with the manager of Winn-Dixie, the unit here at 43. They definitely want him trespass. They said they don't want anybody on the grounds doing that. 10-4, yes, you get her information.
As far as like the video and stuff that he allegedly took, I can't make him get rid of that.
No, you can't make him get rid of any of the video or anything like that. He just can't go back on their property.
Deputy, am I being detained?
As of right now, yes sir, you are.
Am I being detained
As of right now, yes sir, you are.
For
You are
what?
being trespassed from the Winn-Dixie.
for suspicion of what crime am I being detained?
As of right now, we were videoing from across the street. That's what our call was about. And now that they want you trespassed, you're being detained.
Who wants me trespassed?
Winn-Dixie.
Winn-Dixie wants me trespassed. So I'm being detained for trespass.
Currently, yes.
You understand how the law reads a trespass first? I must first be given the opportunity to leave the property when told by a proper agent of that property. Was I given that opportunity? Once again, am I being detained? Deputy, am I being detained?
You can just trespass when you be able to leave.
Sir, that's a yes or no question. Am I being detained?
Yes, currently being detained.
For suspicion of what crime? Are you deaf, sir? Boy, you guys, I tell you, you all earn your reputation nowadays. It's disgusting. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. You all sit around your departments and wonder why the public feels the way they feel. You all hide behind the words like safety, children. Words like that you hide behind. Is there a supervisor on scene?
No, it's not here.
I like to have a supervisor on scene. I also like to have business cards from each and every deputy that's on location right now.
You're welcome to have that, and we can contact the sergeant and see if he's close by and can respond.
I appreciate that, sir. Thank you. Also, for illegal trespass to take place, an agent of this property has to trespass me. I'd like to be afforded the opportunity to speak to them and explain to them probably what lies you told them to get me trespassing this property.
Okay, guys, kind of jumping around a little bit here, trying to get all this stuff in sequential order. We're going to now go back to Deputy Jones going into Winn-Dixie and soliciting the trespass. What you were just watching was happening while he was inside Winn-Dixie soliciting this trespass. So that's just trying to explain a little bit. All right.
Yeah.
Find out if Winn-Dixie wants to trespass, please.
Yeah.
He is soliciting trespass. That's against the law.
When you're soliciting trespass, I'll hold you legally accountable.
It's okay.
Just your name and badge number, sir.
Officer Dan Jones, 1198.
Thank you. I appreciate this, sir.
All right.
Yeah, find out if they want him trespassed.
Yeah.
Please.
Go in there and solicit trespass.
Hey, good. There's some guy, we're trespassing him from the Journey over there. He's basically filming people at the Journey Church from y'all's parking lot. Is the manager available?
Yes.
Judy?
Texas.
Hey, good.
Alpha 1001 HQ.
There's this guy who's filming kids at the Journey Church across the street, and he's parked in y'all's
27
parking
comes
lot.
back to
Apparently,
Brandon
he's still
Hoffman
filming or looking
out of
at
Jacksonville
them.
Valley,
Y'all want him
1054,
trespassed?
1029, 1054 on any calls
Alright,
for private investigators today.
Nice.
I had no idea about that.
26 seconds.
1001 from 5207. I spoke with the manager of Winn-Dixie. Do you need her 43? They definitely want him trespass. They said they don't want anybody on the grounds doing that.
Jeff, or if you get her information.
Sure. Just have your license. That way I can just add you in the call or add you on. Yeah, it's really weird. He's tried to lie and say he was a private investigator. They just ran him. He's not a private investigator. So.
I didn't even know about that.
You got you a sticky and a pen. I can just scribble in. It's Georgia, so not that's a problem.
Notepad.
Perfect. We'll just do this.
No, that's crazy.
There's some numbers on this for Georgia.
Did someone call or did y'all just like see it?
And the church called across the street, and he was over there, and then I guess they ran him off and he parked in y'all's parking lot. It's not even a legal spot.
Yeah.
And he's just sitting there creeping. I don't know what, why. Said he's an investigator. He's not a private investigator.
We got papers going on?
Yeah, somebody's filming kids across the street in our parking lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, at the journey there. He's like, he was on their property, and they ran him off, so he came over and just parked, and he's just like staring straight out
What kind of
into
vehicle is it?
it's a gray Mercedes. If you go out and look to your right, it's out there with a bunch of police right now.
White male, black male?
White male. So, like I said, don't know what's up with him. He said he was a private investigator. They ran him. He's not that.
Little kids for.
I know, right? So,
I'll keep an eye out for him.
yeah, if he comes back, I mean, this was trespassing. There you go.
Second trespass.
What's the store number here?
Store number 142.
I
Or you
mean,
want the address?
phone number.
Oh, phone number.
What's your just?
87.
$3722 Alpha 901. Go ahead.
It's
You're close by. Your presence is being requested by the individual.
3782.
Yeah, more.
All right, that works for me. Let me go do it, this guy. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
May I ask you what you asked them, told them?
I just told him, this guy out here illegally parked in your parking spot, and yeah, I want him to trespass. And they're like, yeah.
And that's all you said?
That's it.
Is the body camera running?
It is.
Okay, thank you.
Man, and when I told him he's like got trespassed from over there, he's sitting there watching. So.
Okay, so what did you just see? You saw Deputy Gray, the responding off deputy, tell Deputy Allen to go in Winn-Dixie and find out if they want me trespass. So what does Deputy Jones do? Mind you, this is after I verbally tell him that he cannot go in there and solicit a trespass. Maybe I should have told him he couldn't go in and lie to solicit a trespass. But I told him he could not go in and solicit a trespass, and if he did, I would hold him legally accountable. So what does he do? He marches in there, he lies to Winn-Dixie, he tells them multiple times I'm knowingly filming kids, and I claim to be an investigator, and they checked and I'm not, and I'm a liar. So, and then that wasn't bad enough. When he comes outside of Winn-Dixie, I ask him what he said, and he lies to me and says that all he told him was I was illegally parked. Did they want me trespass? And then he whispers to Deputy Gray that, oh no, he actually told them that he was filming. Oh, and he stopped himself. He realized what he's getting ready to say on camera. So that's what we have. So let us continue.
How ironic. You all like to claim all the time how people interfere with your investigations. What are you all doing right now? Interfering with my investigation. I presented credentials. I've explained my situation. You still detain me against my will. You have me wrongfully trespassed from private property when you had no legal right to do so. And you all stand here violating your oath. Right? Just doing your job, right, Deputy? Just doing your job. I'm not trying to bait you into anything. I'm trying to explain to you the reality of the situation.
Okay, then you explain. Thank you.
I hear what you're saying, but you gotta look at it as our way. You're legally parked, you're filming or watching kids across the street. It's weird.
Okay.
Right?
No,
Is
let's
that
state
not
the
weird?
facts. You don't know what I was doing across the street. I'm on private property. I'm not illegally parked on anything. You, sir, have no authority here right now. I've broken no law.
Well,
Let me please.
asking them, they giving me a
You don't get it. Yeah, you know what? Do you think any business when a law enforcement officer walks in there and says, hey, we got a guy illegally parked, you want him trespassed? Do you think any business are going to say, no, sir? They bow down to law enforcement. They lick your fucking boots like they're uneducated.
Well, I mean, it just sounds like it's completely irrational. Like, I'm talking to you normally, and like you're
because I'm upset. I'm upset.
But you're legally parked in a.
I am not illegally parked. You have no authority over this private property. These aren't official parking spaces. This is private property. Perhaps you should educate yourself in the Fourth Amendment and personal property rights and private property.
And by 2 or 3 witnesses, they're saying, you're over here watching kids, you're over here.
Did you do any investigation?
Well, I'm asking you.
How am I watching kids? I don't have to answer questions.
You're acting irrational.
Irrational.
Yeah,
I'm acting irrational because I exercise my rights?
No, I'm trying to investigate it, and you're completely.
I don't have to answer questions. Sir, I presented a legal state ID that identifies me as a state licensed investigator.
Okay. So, like, if I'm doing my job and somebody asks me something, I'm doing this because X, Y, Z. I don't say, I don't have, that's weird.
You know why? Because I can't fucking stand law enforcement.
Okay.
You all are nothing but fucking tyrants and
tell us how you
thugs.
really feel.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
Now, you as a human being, what is your name, sir?
Officer Dan Jones.
Mr. Jones, you as a person, as a man, as a father, as a husband, as a brother, as all those things, I don't know you, sir.
Sure.
You could be a fantastic gentleman, a good Christian gentleman.
Sure.
I'm addressing you as a law enforcement officer.
Fair enough.
I hope you make that distinction.
It doesn't matter.
It does. It does.
To me, it don't matter.
Well, it should, because as a human being, I have compassion for you.
But and I got compassion for you. Like how I treat you.
I would hope so. I'm a fellow human being.
That's right.
But as a law enforcement agent, okay, you are given authority. You are given power. You are protected by a corrupt system, okay? And you right now are abusing that power, whether you believe it, whether you think I'm right or not. The facts of the matter are, you are.
Does it not look weird when we get called somewhere?
Is weird illegal?
Is
weird illegal?
Huh?
Is weird illegal?
Well, when you're parked in a legal.
You keep on saying that. How is this an illegal spot? You keep on saying that. Describe how this is illegal.
Well, I asked them. They don't.
How is that illegal, sir?
You're blocking the flow of traffic. It's
flow of traffic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 vehicles here blocking the flow of traffic. A car can't go by me. You don't think if there was an issue I wouldn't move? Now, if you were a law enforcement officer undercover working here, you'd have all the rights in the world, right? Because you're a cop. You got a badge. You're protected by the government.
I'm not. I mean, I'm just a citizen just like you.
No, you're not.
Well,
You're not. You're given qualified immunity. You can fuck up left and right and be held harmless. You could kill me right now and most likely be held harmless.
No, that's not
Oh,
true.
that's a fucking lie, man. You need to wake up. Look what's happening around this world. And you think if it's just recent because of cameras, it's not.
No, cops always been held liable for anything they do.
Really? They're held you think law enforcement's held accountable?
Absolutely.
You are deceived.
Nassau County Sheriff's Office.
You
would
are
totally
part of the problem.
Fire anybody that did anything wrong.
Yeah, right.
Or any other sheriff's office.
Right.
So, but, that's said, I mean, I'm treating you with respect.
Yes, I hope you think I'm treating you with respect. I don't think I've been disrespectful. I've been what's the proper word? Emotional's not right because I'm not emotional. I'm a very, how do you call, like Italians talk with their hands and stuff like that. I'm one of those kind of speakers. I speak with, God, I don't know how to put it, with passion, I guess.
There you go. Fair enough.
Because I don't think it's emotion. I don't think my emotions are out of control right now. I think I have valid points. What you are seeing, sir, is frustration. You don't know me.
Sure.
You don't know my experience.
All right, guys, almost wrapping it up here. The supervisor, as you saw, the supervisor just arrived on scene in the background. I wanted to pause here real quick because I'm going to highlight what the supervisor said when he got out of his patrol car. And it also should be noted that the supervisor is the only deputy on scene not wearing a body camera. And I verified with the department, for some reason their supervisors aren't required to wear body cameras. That's pretty scary, especially considering what this supervisor says when he gets out of the car.
Are you the supervisor?
What's it? The cameras.
Huh?
What's it? Cameras.
That's what I was just telling. Are you the supervisor?
What's it? The cameras.
Huh?
What's it? Cameras.
That's what I was just telling. Are you the supervisor?
What's it? The cameras.
Huh?
What's it? Cameras.
That's what I was just telling. Are you the supervisor?
What's it? The cameras.
Huh?
What's it? Cameras.
That's what I was just telling.
Supervisor, I've been detained here over 30 minutes.
Not detained. You're getting trespass warning from here, and you're getting trespass warning.
I am detained. I'm not free to go. He's had 30 minutes to write a trespass warning, and I'm still here.
Get out of here. You've been trespassed from Winn-Dixie. You've been trespassed from here.
So you don't want to hear how my rights were violated?
You've been trespassed from here, and you've been trespassed
Illegally.
From here. You have your chance to leave. Now you're detaining me, so you need to leave.
Yeah, not a problem. Way to hold up your oath. Another fucking fine example of a fucking thug. Fucking thugs.
So there you have it. I left a little bit of the body cam footage out from the one deputy that just pretty much stood around and spoke to the pastor. You know, the pastor made comments about beating people and cops beating people and getting away with it, and he likes that. And I really don't think any of that's relevant to my issues with the sheriff's department, so I left it out. Everything else has been included. And that's pretty much it. I have filed an internal affairs case. I put out a separate video, but I also, right after this, I'll put up the letter I sent them. And as soon as I hear something from the internal affairs, I'll post an update. I'm also going to post information on the local news media, the sheriff's department, contact information. And if this video upsets you, and you feel like you want to voice your opinion or your grievances or redress your grievances, however you want to put it, I'm going to leave contact information for the Nassau County Sheriff's Department as well as the local news stations. And I don't know, do what your heart guides you to do. Knowledge is power. More people know about these corrupt thugs, the better off we are as a society. So thank you so much. Please subscribe, please share, and please comment. I appreciate you guys. Stay safe. And remember, freedom's not free. Deal with it.